First day of spring. It's not too bad outside here. I don't know what temperature it is, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, it's Monday, so time for my weekly update, right? You're getting me with no makeup, no wig, pajamas, basically. I'm off work again today. No job today, so I start back tomorrow. If I stopped to put on makeup and the wig today and stuff, I don't think I would have ever filmed this video. I've been feeling really poorly over the weekend. I think it's just all catching up with me finally. My brain's foggy. I'm really tired. Yeah, I only have 2 more weekly treatments, so I'm really glad about that because I have to, even though I'm going to be going through radiation starting in May for 6 weeks, and I still have chemo every 3 weeks for the next 9 months, at least it's not every week, and it's only one of the chemo drugs and not the other. So I'm hoping to get back to normal. I'm at 196 pounds, not happy about that. And everything, I feel just awful. So in 2 weeks when I'm done my weekly chemo treatments, I am going to start eating low carb again. I did that last summer and I lost like 20 pounds pretty easily, but didn't stick with it. I read this book. I'm going to go off track here from my normal plan, but I read this book over the weekend. This is actually a pretty good book. Now, most of it I had known, okay? But one thing he mentions in there is most of the times if you're overspending, you're also overeating. Like you're doing other things in your life that are out of control. And he's absolutely right. My month off of work, I got in the habit of staying up really late. So we would have dinner like 5 or 6 o'clock. And then I'd be eating at, oh shit, I just realized I did not turn off. Wait a minute. Is it going to let me do it? No. Wait a minute. Let me try to pause. Hold on. Okay, I usually mute my notifications, like if somebody calls me or something, so that's probably going to come through. If somebody, because inevitably, nobody calls me all effing day, but when I try to film video, somebody calls me. Okay, so, yeah, I got in the habit of staying up really late, like 1, 2 o'clock. And so I was hungry again, and just eating, and just the steroid, and being ill, and yeah, I reached 200 pounds. I'm just probably going to cry because in my whole life, I've never gotten to that point. This is the heaviest I've ever been. But yeah, low carb, when I did it before, it is not easy because you're cutting out a lot of stuff. But stuff that actually makes me feel not so great. And once I get past like the first 2 weeks, I usually feel really good. So going to do that. I have to get this weight off after these treatments. I have to. So I guess I'll be eating like a crazy person for the next 2 weeks. No. I also haven't had coffee in 2 days. And I found it's made me sleep a little bit better. Not like 100%, but yeah, everything's been upsetting my stomach and basically giving me heartburn, like every single thing that I put in my mouth. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I haven't had coffee in 2 days, and yeah. All right, so all of that's 4 minutes in, and yeah. Okay, so what have I been up to this past week? If you guys watched Jill's video, we went to Woodlawn last Monday, and I have to say that was probably the best day of my whole vacation, literally. Jill is such a wonderful friend, and to explain how wonderful she is, first of all, her husband was no, he wasn't coming to Woodlawn. No, I had seen them Saturday. And because he had a cold, he didn't want to expose me to that, so he didn't come. So I greatly appreciated that. But, Jill and I live like an hour and 10 minutes from each other. So normally when we go to Woodlawn, we meet there. Well, she knows that for the most part, Monday and Tuesday are my worst days as far as side effects from chemo. So she said, why don't you meet me at the stitching post and I'll drive. So she basically drove an hour out of her way each way just to drive me because she knew I'd be feeling bad. So, and what was so great about it is, her and I text every day. I don't really get to talk to her very much. So we got to talk a lot because she came there, picked me up. So we had like an hour and 10-minute ride to Woodlawn. So we talked the whole way there, had lunch, which was awesome. The lemon tart, oh my God. If you guys go, you got like a week, 2 weeks, get the lemon tart. She had the chocolate cake. The lemon tart was the bomb. It was like the best dessert I've had in a really long time. We got to see the show, which was nice. Not as many pieces this year, which is disappointing. But the piece that won, Satsuma Street's Autumn Bird. I was floored. It was not the Nora Corbett piece that I did. So if you guys forget what that looked like, here's a picture of Autumn Bird. Yeah, that got second place. I couldn't believe it. So we saw the show, and then we went to, and here's a house. So I do have a picture of the Woodlawn Mansion. Here's a picture. Yeah, they won't let you take pictures inside. So didn't get to do that. But then we went to In Stitches, which is only like 5 minutes from Woodlawn. And I bought nothing, people. Yeah. I've been to 2 LNSs last weekend and bought 0. Really haven't bought anything in like 2 weeks, except one thing that I'll show you that's not stitching. It's more like equipment related. And I've been okay about it. I really have. I haven't even been tempted or really felt like I had to buy something. It's been nice not being obsessed with searching stuff online. I was buying something every day. Every day. Yeah, every day. So, okay, so I got off kind of a rabbit trail on that. But yeah, so we went to In Stitches. Jill got she only got 2 things, I think. And then we left there, and it was funny because in the parking lot, there's a McDonald's like literally a hop, skip, and a jump from In Stitches. So she's getting the baby out of the car, and she's like, I'm going to be frank with you and say, I'm going to need a snack before we go home. And I busted out laughing because I was just thinking, man, I would love to have a hamburger before we go home. She was like, this is why we're friends. So after we went to In Stitches, and I mean, we really didn't have to get back for anything. At least I didn't. So we went to McDonald's and sat there for a long while. I had a coffee and a hamburger, and she had a cheeseburger or something. And then again, we talked about a whole lot of stuff. And then on the whole way home, because then we hit rush hour traffic, so our ride back actually took longer than an hour and 10 minutes. I didn't get home until 5:30, 5, something like that. And she didn't get home until like 6 or 6:30. So I appreciated her driving so much. It was so nice to be able to talk to her like that. But yeah, that was the best day I had of my whole vacation. And a little side note, my employer's been back for like a hot friggin' minute, instantly irritated. It's like, how does someone have that capability? But yeah. Okay. Oh, well, when we went to In Stitches, they had a model behind the counter of Death by Cross Stitch. It was stitched on white 20 count Aida, it looked like, with black thread. It was the actual model of Long Dog Samplers. The model, as in the owner. Yeah, I was floored because we talked to the owner of the store. She was like, oh yeah, that's actually their model. What? And they had hoity-toity there. I should have taken a picture of that so I could show you, but I didn't. So awesome to see that. Okay. Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to have a little task to do later today. Stitching bits and bobs. Let's talk a minute about that. We all know that they take forever, right? Well, my order as of today has been 2 months. 2 months, people. At this point, with all of my debt and all of that, I don't even want the stuff I ordered anymore. So last Wednesday, I sent her an email to her email address and said, look, I want to cancel it. 2 months is insane. And I also said, I want to cancel my monthly bits. You want me to stay in for 6 months? I'm sorry. I'll never join it again because I've joined it and canceled it like 3 different times. Excuse me. I'll never join it again. I want to cancel it. I don't need it. I don't need those threads. Not for $23 a month for the next 2 months. So no response. No response. And then Friday, I was like, you know what? This is bull crap. I went on PayPal. Now, before you can file a PayPal claim, they want you to contact them through PayPal again. So basically that's what I did. I wrote another email basically along the same lines of what I had said. Look, I want to cancel this. It's been 2 months. This is crazy. I've had no response yet. That's been since Friday. At the end of today, or maybe tomorrow morning before I start work, I'm filing the claim if I don't hear from her. Because I'm sorry, as a business owner, you need to be answering your emails. So I'm done with that. I am so done. Like I said, I don't even want the stuff anymore. I don't even want the threads and the ink circles patterns. I don't even need them anymore. Now, speaking of my debt, thank you so much for all of the support and the outpouring of, I've had so many comments on that video. Personal messages, personal emails. That was a really hard day, you know, and that Friday. But some of you, out of the grace of your heart, have actually sent me money via PayPal. And I applied all of that to the debt. So I've been chipping away at it for the past week. And I'm going to keep chipping away at it. I've sold a bunch of stuff on Stash Unload. I'm going to have more stuff coming in than I know, more Ada that I had ordered, like 3 or 4 pieces. So I'll be putting those up on Stash Unload. Yeah, just got to chip away at it. And not make any more debt. That's the key. Stop charging on the credit cards, right? And our own Abby, love her to death. She had sent me a personal message after she watched my video. And then she actually did a live video on Stitch Mania and basically said she's in the same boat. That's why she stopped her needle minder business and all of that. So, kindred spirits, right? So I sent her like a little care package. Just because, you know, we all need stuff like that from time to time. So, okay. What else? I got some gifts in this week. Oh, I also canceled. Now, Stitchy Box has an ink circles subscription. And I forgot I had actually ordered that. I really hate when I forget that I've ordered something. So, I forgot I had ordered it. I already paid for the first kit. So, I'm getting that in the mail. And I'm going to be putting that on Stash Unload. I don't know if I can. I think I can. I think the pattern's going to be coming in the kit. It's not going to be a PDF. Yeah, I don't even need it. And I canceled, so I'm not going to get the other 2, which is good. So yeah, I did get I got 1 piece of haul this week from orders that I had placed that I explained to you in my last video. And I got a bunch of gifts. And I have a WIP. You saw my WIP if you follow me on Instagram or Stitch Mania. I have been stitching. Because I'm getting that damn thing done, people. But, okay, first, sows. Step away from the sows, people. Am I the only one that thinks they're out of control? I went on Facebook Friday. There was like 3 more. There's like 10 or 15 sows out there. I don't know how you keep up with them all. Step away from the sows. Okay. OMG moments. Let's do that first. Because I have like 9 of them. Okay, you guys have been very busy and doing like some awesome things. First OMG moment was posted in the Stitch Mania group, and it's from Georgina, and this was a birthday present for her daughter. It took her 2 years to complete, and it's a Mystic Stitch piece, and here's the picture. Holy hell, that is gorgeous. Look at her headdress thing. And this, my God, I can't. And I'm starting to wonder, I'm thinking that's solidly stitched. Like the black is stitched. Girlfriend, Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Next OMG moment is someone is stitching the linens and things, Sal. And man, does it look awesome because she's stitching it on black. Here's the picture. Wowza. God, that looks so nice and neat. Her stitches look... Oh, her name is Ruth, by the way. Sorry, didn't say that. The next OMG moment is from the Heaven and Earth Designs board, and it's a finish. This is from Amber, and it's called This Is Scale by Anna Dittman. Stitched on 25 count, even weave, doing one cross with one thread. Took almost 2 years to stitch. Here's the picture. Good God. If I stitch something like that, I won't be able to stop looking at it. Nope. Next OMG moment was posted in the Mirror group. And it is, I think it's Mediterranean Mermaid. It's by Eileen. And Jill Rensel framed it. So here's a picture. Doesn't that look beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. What's the writing on it? Oh my God! She actually stitched words that says, "Come play with me in the deep blue sea. Starfish and seahorses splashing with glee. We'll swim with the dolphins, turtles, and whales and paint polka dots on a manatee's tail." And she did her own signature. Oh my God, that must be over 1. It looks beautiful. If you can, when you get to the video, the spot, enlarge that picture. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, next OMG moment is another Heaven and Earth Designs. It is the Old World map, finished by Sonia. 18 count Ada, 2/1. 169,200 stitches. Here's the picture. A lot of people are stitching that one. Oh my God. Amazing. Next OMG moment is another Heaven and Earth Designs, because who can get enough of those, right? It is by Jennifer. It is Mini Earth by Rachel Marks. The artwork is by Rachel Marks. Stitch 2/1 full cross on 18 count Ada. This is gorgeous. Look at this. And it only took her 4 months. 49,725 tiny X's. Beautiful. Next OMG moment is the giant Pokemon. Someone's not finished it yet, but it looks like they are. It says it's time to adjust the scroll frame, so a perfect time to take a picture. Over 2/3 done. This is by Hope. Here's the picture. I love that piece. It is so colorful. Love it, love it, love it. Next, the last OMG moment is another Heaven and Earth Designs. Home is Where the Magic Is by Randall Spangler. 18 count. This is 450 by 707 stitches when it's finished. Now the person that stitched this, the name is spelled Heike, so I don't know if that's Heike or Hake, but here's the picture. Oh my God, when I saw that. Holy friggin' crap. Yeah. So that is all the OMG moments of this week. Good Lord. Checking stupid work email. Okay, let's get to my haul and gifts and stuff. Okay, the one thing that I did buy in the past 2 weeks cost me $7.99 on Amazon, and it's this. Jessie Marie has something similar to this, where I want to try to do one of those videos where it's the Stitch With Me video. And in order to do that, I need to have my camera like over my shoulder, right? So this will clamp, your phone goes in here, and then this will clamp onto anything, and then you can bend this any old way. This is really, really lightweight. So I got that. Now, as it falls on the floor. Now, gifts. Belinda, Aussie Stitcher, she sent me a whole bunch of treats. She also sent me, these are funny, like terms, and then one for women. Yeah, I was dying laughing reading those. But she sent me koala poo. She also sent me a really lovely letter. Cookies. Some caramello koalas. Haven't tried those yet. She did send some strawberry licorice. That's gone. And she also sent some caramel Tim Tams. Those are gone too. But she also sent some of these coffee things. I'd like to try that butterscotch latte. Yeah. And she also sent some regular Tim Tams. Plus a piece of gum that is apparently called Camel Balls. Loved that. Or it's candy. And then she sent this. Choco topping, I guess, for maybe the lattes. Yeah. So thank you so much, Belinda. Love the treats. Obviously, in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be not eating treats, but yeah. Okay, I also received another gift from Annette. She sent me this really nice card. And she sent a couple of things. First of all, I love these. I'm going to be using these as a bookmark. Magnetic page clips. They're foxes, people. Boxes. But she sent me this, also this lovely box, which I'm going to be saving this box when the candy is gone. Inside, a bunch of caramels, chocolate. It smells delicious. Oh my God. Candy, people. So, got that. And she also sent me, and she sent me a lot. She sent me this Harry Potter scarf, which says, wait a minute, it's backwards. To say it right. Oh, I have it upside down. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. Yeah, I'm usually not a scarf person, but I will be wearing this because I'm guessing you just like wrap it around twice and kind of just like fluff it up at your neck. Yeah. And then she also sent me this scarf. And it has pockets in it, which is awesome for like your phone or whatever. Yeah. Love all manners of scarves and blankets. And I received another gift this week from our own Christine, who makes those wonderful bags, Stitch All the Things. First of all, this awesome card. Look at that. Yeah. But here's what she sent me. This hoodie. Do no harm, but take no shit. I love that. Oh, and I just realized they are showing their middle finger. Holy hell, I did not realize that until just now. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, because I have been looking for a new tagline to end my videos. Because I'm not buying stash and trying to really not encourage others to do it, my usual happy stitching, happy stashing, I don't feel right about that anymore. But I found a tagline, so wait till the end of my video to see it. I received one more gift in the mail. Well, no, two more. This one I got yesterday from Susan. And Susan, I could not find you on Facebook or Instagram. So but thank you. Susan Taylor. She sent me this Lizzie Kate pattern. And all the threads. And needles. Awesome. Love that. So Susan, thank you so much for that. I did receive This is from, oh, Brenda from Brenda's Minders and More. Sent me a lovely card. Now, I just said I hadn't had coffee in 2 days, right? But look at this coffee she sent me. I have to try it. Just look at the name. Look at the name of that coffee. Are you kidding me right now? You had me at the name of it, right? She also sent me this nice notebook. Love that. Love notebooks. I also received my weekly card from Arlene, who is such a nice woman. She writes me a card or a note every week. And from one of my coworkers that actually watches my videos, didn't realize that, she sent me this book, God's Plans for Your Finances. So I'm going to be digging into that. Oh, here was the brochure from Woodlawn, the needlework show. And they actually gave you tips in here about how to improve your stitching. I'll read them really quickly because those were fascinating. It wasn't like stuff that I didn't already know. Damn dog next door barking. Yeah, the judge's statement. This is their statement. It says, some pieces were monumental in the size of their work. Many stitchers ask how they can continue to improve their work. Based upon our examination of the entries, we offer the following recommendations. They say to use shorter lengths of thread so the thread won't show wear. And to prevent the abrasion of the thread, use the largest needle possible without distorting the fabric. Pay special attention to threads manufactured with a twist. During stitching, these threads tend to lose their twist. Take care to maintain the twist of the threads so light may play effectively on them. I'm guessing that's more for like metallic threads. Lay threads smoothly with each strand side by side. Take special care when starting and ending each thread. Avoid carrying threads on the back because it will carry through. What I try to do actually, and I'll show you when I show my WIP, is like when I did this silk, I wasn't stopping and starting after each strand because I'll explain it later. Okay, it says to maintain a smooth appearance in cross stitch, avoid changing from stitching in a horizontal to a vertical path within the same area, meaning make sure all your stitches lay in the same direction. Maintain a constant tension. Take care that the number of strands and proper weight of thread provide a uniform coverage. We're always concerned about that, right? The coverage. Ask a friend with a keen eye to check for any stitches that might have been missed. Check for animal hair while stitching and remove it. To prevent warping, buckling, and ridges, make sure the needlework is properly stretched. And for an effective presentation, verify that the framer or finisher has not trapped any stray thread, fuzz, lint, or debris under the glass. Yeah. All stuff that we know, right? Okay. The last piece of haul, well, I got two things to haul this week. I got my order in from Pork Chop Show on Etsy of my wood pieces. I talked about them in my last video to make needle minders. The bingo cards are so awesome. Look at some of these, and they're actually a pretty decent size. Yeah, my grandmother. Love Granny. So I have like 8 or 10 of those, so. But my favorite one, why do these smell like, it smells like saltwater taffy. But yeah, my favorite was the 80-piece one that I got of all of these different words. And I'm trying, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, see that? Like, here's some. Darkness gathers. Dance. There's one in here, pray, and that's really what I wanted. Sweet. I mean, just a whole bunch of different words. And what I'm going to need to get is kind. I'm going to need to get some really small magnets. I don't have small magnets. You can see the back. But just like 80 some words, and I really wanted those to make needle minders out of. The last piece of haul is my fabric for Prairie Moon's Red and the Black one. I'm going to be stitching this after I finish my other piece. And I don't know if you remember me talking about it, but I had bought a piece of fabric from Stephanie called Jello Shots. It's 32 count Joblin. Didn't that turn out awesome? Oh my God. Okay, so imagine the fabric, black, and then hot pink with it. Oh my God. That's going to pop. Pop, I say. Yeah. That's going to look so good. So good. Oh, I forgot one thing that was a gift. Brenda, when she sent me the coffee, she also sent me this cool needle minder. A unicorn. Yeah. So thank you, Brenda. Thank you, everybody who sent me stuff and continues to send stuff. And has sent me some money for my debt. I really appreciate that. Books. I told you I did read this one. I am also reading this one, The Trophy Child by Paula Daly. Really good. I'm almost done. I'm probably going to finish this today because someone's murdered in here and you still don't know who did it. So they better tell me in those last 20 pages. Let me tell you. But that's it, I think. Let me see. Yeah. That's all I got, people. Half hour. So for the tagline. I hemmed and I hauled. And when I watched Letitia's video, The Crafty Curator, she mentioned about using her powers for good and not evil. So I thought to myself, that'd be an awesome tagline. So here goes. I hope you all have a great week. And remember to use your powers for good and not evil. Unless absolutely necessary. Bye.